So the review results resulting in what I would guess are 2026 LEGO sets for the second 2024 LEGO Ideas review period were officially announced yesterday, and it was such a mediocre result that I kind of didn't report it. Let's take a look because honestly, it's frustrating to see how many times they keep denying a LEGO Avatar Ideas set, one that's as beautiful as this Appa submission. Freaking love how this came out, and this one's not happening. They also denied the Gravity Falls Mystery Shack, which is a beautiful build there. Another cartoon that makes perfect sense as a LEGO set. At least Avatar, we did get sets back in the day. Sure, maybe not an Appa. And yeah, the minifigures for that and even the builds were pretty primitive for even 2006. But we never got LEGO Gravity Falls, and this keeps getting into these 10K review periods and getting denied. I don't know why they keep denying this. At first, I was like, okay, it's because the A-frame cabin came out. But yeah, that's been retired. And we've seen LEGO do similar ideas where we had the Steamboat Willie set back in the day, and then we just recently had the Steamboat's idea release. So it's not like the A-frame cabin existing and being retired is preventing this Mystery Shack from being made. There's an Iron Giant project that was lovely and it got denied, and that's another property that I've seen submitted time and time again that would make perfect sense as an idea set. Maybe less so than the other two since it's a little bit less popular in the merch world, but still, like, come on. I have heard people say that the popularity for Gravity Falls is reduced to just online, and maybe that's the same with Iron Giant, and that's why it won't get selected as a LEGO Ideas project, that there's not enough buying power in the general public. Hey, I've said that before with certain properties being too niche, but I don't know. I feel like recent books have been published for Gravity Falls. This isn't as big a merch giant as other Disney properties, but it's really something that's hard to judge about how much that online popularity translates into actually buying a set for this TV show that has ended. There are also some other projects I just absolutely love for their creativity, like this Tetris project, which had so many cool functions just with no motorization or anything like that, which is something I could also say with this Working River Rapids ride, which looked great as a build, but also seemed to function in a very interesting way without requiring, once again, any electronics, which I found so impressive. You could see the system underneath. Such a unique idea and everything there. But nope, that got denied too. What got approved? Well, this LEGO Snoopy set, which will be our first LEGO Peanuts set ever. I mean, no offense to the creators in my thoughts of the stuff that have been approved. You know, they put a great job that clearly worked out for them getting an official LEGO set. For me personally, though, this doesn't really draw me in as much as a LEGO Peanuts minifigure set because, well, I prefer minifigures more than buildable figures. And there's something about the buildable Snoopy and Woodstock here that feel maybe a tad too simple. But this is like a very simple brick build using very common pieces. I mean, hopefully the official release will have something more special. I also feel like the campfire build is very boring. I would have liked the iconic Snoopy doghouse. Doesn't really entice me to buy a LEGO Idea set. But on the bright side, this will probably be something cheap. I'm thinking of that recent Tweety Bird set, which didn't really seem to garner too much hype, so I really wonder how popular this set will be. But I guess it just being the only LEGO Peanuts set on the shelf will still draw people in. I mean, yeah, I shouldn't underestimate the popularity of a Snoopy product. Those sell like hotcakes for generations all over. And the Tweety Bird set was $35. So yeah, while I would hope this would be a cheap set, I'm starting to get worried that this might be bumped up since it has Snoopy and Woodstock. But again, the builds for those are even simpler than Tweety Bird, and the campfire build is really nothing too elaborate. I'm sure people do like the builds here, but I don't know. This one isn't really winning me over. And I would have preferred, say, like the Christmas special, maybe a build with all the kids there. That would have been cool with minifigures. But again, I'm a minifigure lover more than a buildable figure lover. And we have another buildable figure as the selection, which is this Otter. The most that draws me in with this set is that I think the face is adorable there. But other than that, I don't really care for the build. I don't really care for how it's half in the water and we have this black base with the river there. This is just one of the least interesting LEGO Ideas results in a while. I'm honestly not sure how well this one will sell. LEGO put two sets in the maybe category, what they call now the parking lot. So they made this announcement recently that they're going to have a new thing called the parking lot, which is basically continued in review, which they've done for stuff like the Pixar lamp, where its initial review period, they said, okay, maybe we will do this. And the Pixar lamp became a set. They did it back in the day with Portal. That didn't become a set. So the two sets for that would be the Tintin set, which is a rocket, and a Downton Abbey set. Tintin Rocket is something that's iconic to the Tintin comics, and Tintin is something that's much more popular in Europe than, say, North America, where I'm at. So maybe it would sell well there. I'm not really drawn into this, probably for the same reasons as the Snoopy build, where it just kind of feels like it's using a lot of simple pieces here, and it doesn't really scream anything specialized or anything that I'm trying to get specifically as a set. I'd rather just rebuild Watchpoint Gibraltar or the Sandy's Rocket set. And then the build for the Downton Abbey set I actually quite like. I don't watch this show. This will definitely bring in a lot of people who probably don't have LEGO sets. And I think that's the goal of a lot of LEGO Ideas releases. So I do think this will be a successful set. They just have to keep that price relatively inexpensive. And this is such a facade of that palace there that I could see that happening. Like, this could be a 120 tops, but knowing LEGO's ridiculous prices now, I don't want to know how much this will actually cost if they approve this. Again, though, this and the Tintin Rocket are not approved. They're just possibly to be approved in, say, the next review period. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, next round, we'll probably hear about this. I don't know exactly if this parking lot is indefinite and it'll just be a random announcement separate, or if it'll be in this next review. But yeah, I don't watch this show, but this is giving me Lockwood Mansion vibes. And that is from a movie that I really don't like, that Jurassic World sequel. But it's one of my favorite LEGO sets of all time. I love that mansion facade going on in that set. They are really powering through these LEGO Ideas reviews faster than ever, because apparently the next review is going to be announced in May, the third 2024 review results. And hey, in that review, there's a completely different Mystery Shack submission. Maybe it's some Copia, but surely that time we'll get Gravity Falls LEGO, right? But no, there's some great projects in there. I'm still hedging my bets that Godzilla is going to be the one that's approved, and that's a fantastic idea and build. And honestly, I think that PS2 is extremely likely. But I would love something like this camping trip even, which is completely unlicensed. And even the Bob's Burger, I'm kind of like, you know what? I think that could, at the very least, be parking lotted. But that could be a selection too. I think it fits the brand, and I would love that as well. I love getting more animated LEGO sets. But I did a completely separate video going over those in more detail and giving my thoughts on each one of those projects. So go check that out if you want the in-depth look. So let me know, are you as disappointed with these LEGO Ideas results? Do you think I'm being too harsh? Are you going to buy any of the two that were approved? Subscribe here for more LEGO news and honest commentary, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.